Thank you for joining us for the next half hour. It's our Digital Twin Showcase, and you're going to learn tons. We've got a full breakdown of what is a digital twin, how HS2 and Collins engineers are implementing their digital twins. We're going to get insights into how to remote assist digital workflows, remote inspections using mixed reality, creating digital twins using PDF assets, drone surveys. It's a lot, so get ready to join. We've got Bentley's iTwin Innovation Lab Director Greg Demchak in the house, Business Development Director Sanджив Shah, and Digital Integrator Mehreen Javaid. So, over to the three of you. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Greg Demchak. Over the next 25 minutes, we're going to walk you through how some of our leading organizations are using digital twins to design, construct, inspect, and operate critical infrastructure all over the globe. And we're also going to take a glimpse into the near future to see some of the exciting work currently underway here at Bentley Systems. So with that, let's go. Let's start today's journey by understanding what we mean by a digital twin. We define a digital twin as a synchronized virtual representation of a real-world asset, a digital version of reality that is continuously updated. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this important to me, and what does that really mean? What could I do now that I couldn't do before? For starters, I want you to think about the Uber app on your phone. It's easy to use, it provides real-time updates, and it gets you where you need to go. It's hassle-free, and the interface is easy to learn. The need to get from A to B never actually changed. What changed was the entire transactional experience. And when it comes to digital twins, we're taking a similar approach. We believe that interacting with digital versions of real infrastructure should be easy, it should be intuitive, and it should deliver contextually relevant information when and where our users need it. Now, how our users transact with their asset information, that is what's shifting. We are seeing owners, designers, contractors, and users throughout the supply chain embracing this new way of working. And what we're talking about here is a true digital evolution in how the physical environment and its real-world infrastructure, including all the equipment, materials, labor, sensor data, and related information is managed throughout its life cycle. Now, a digital twin includes all the 3D geometry, the design information, the issues, the photos, the point clouds, basically the full history of the asset as it changes over time. And this includes the prototyping phase, the construction phase, the operations and maintenance phase, and any subsequent redesign. So what does this mean for you? It means that you can now access, update, and most importantly, you can respond to information about your asset using intuitive user interface designed for web, mobile, and now mixed reality. You might also be wondering, how is a digital twin different from BIM, Building Information Modeling? And that's a good question. The way we see it, the digital twin is a non-disruptive evolution of BIM-centric workflows. It's a shift from static models to dynamic models, from files to change ledgers, from desktop apps to web apps, and from 2D touchscreens to 3D holographic displays. Digital twins advance the existing model-based processes by optimizing the feedback loops between team members, using modern and accessible user experiences backed up by cloud services. And with the digital twin, we are seeing the virtual and the physical converging, creating these tighter and tighter feedback loops. And that is what leading organizations are getting out of their digital twins today. Tighter feedback loops leading to better decision-making, leading to improvements in worker productivity, human safety, and asset reliability. So for example, when a field engineer updates the status of a concrete column to being erected in the field, that information is reflected in the construction digital twin, and the production schedule gets updated. Likewise, when a sensor on a pump at a substation detects a problem, that information could be conveyed to an engineer wearing a head-mounted holographic display. And for a bridge inspector, they can now use a drone capture and machine learning to automatically visualize defects on the bridge and visualize that in an immersive 3D experience, allowing that bridge inspection to be conducted from nearly anywhere. And for the general public, for citizens and residents of cities, the infrastructure that supports those cities can be visualized and updated in near real time with amazing visual fidelity. Now, to talk about the impact of digital twins at city-scale infrastructure, let me introduce you to Sanj. Hi Sanj, it's so nice to talk with you today.
Of course, Greg. Well, let's have a look. High Speed 2 is Europe's largest infrastructure project. But even still, they shared the same problems that many of you will be facing today. They use many specialist systems which create specialist content which is stored in specialist systems. So, for a user to get to all of that information, they'd have to be proficient in each of those systems, they'd need licenses for each of those systems, and that can be expensive. It can be prone to duplication errors. It will create waste. It will lead to litigation and issues, and we don't want that to happen to you. What we're seeing, however, and what our users are telling us, is that by far the easiest way to get to content is through a geographical user interface. So here we can see through a quick zoom and a single click, we get instant access to a whole myriad of information. And it doesn't matter if that information in the top left portlet has come from High Speed 2's asset information database, or whether the information we're seeing from models and from the documents has come from AssetWise and soon to be ProjectWise. The maps we're seeing is a direct federation from Esri ArcGIS. But what if you wanted to get into models and see things at detail? Yes, you can just click on the models and they will open up, whether that's in a browser, a mobile phone or a tablet. And it doesn't matter if those models were created in specialist systems such as Revit or MicroStation or Navisworks, you'll still be able to view the whole lot. Well, here in Highways England Smart Motorways Digital Twin, we've just done just that. We've zoomed in from macro to micro. In this case, a design engineer has isolated a traffic monitor camera. It could have been a bridge, and they could have looked at the details of what the construction methodology was. They could have looked at the date that bridge was constructed, and they might have wanted to then zoom out and see all other bridges that were using the same construction methodology, installed at the same date, and that's exactly what we've done here. So on the right hand side, we zoom out, we can see lots of these cameras appear, a bit like TripAdvisor. What you see in your screen is what it's going to list on the left hand side. So that is now going from micro to macro. So yes, we can do this at scale, as we've just seen. The city of Stockholm are using digital twins. They're using digital twins to provide a better experience for their citizens. So by bringing in flood data, information about the population, crime information, all sorts of external information combined to the spatial geometry, the data, the documentation, that is building a full digital twin. But that data need not just be from sensors, for example. If we look at this example here, we can see a project in West London, and would you be amazed if I said these yellow circles are actually representing physical movements in infrastructure up to 1 millimetre? And would you be amazed if I said we've got no sensors installed here? All of that data is being captured from space, from satellites. So we can actually see the performance of infrastructure in places where we didn't even know we needed to monitor that. And what's even better is all of this data is being captured continuously. So we can now go and tap into that information whenever we want to, which is fantastic. We're now able to run analytics and allow our users to see how they're doing with their KPIs, how they're performing, how their suppliers are performing, what information is missing, and that's the power of a digital twin.
It's been a pivotal year, and some would even say a transformational year for our entire industry. It's given us the chance to reimagine how we work together, but more importantly, how you, our end users, work together. It's allowed us to see how our technology is making a positive impact in our users' daily lives. With that, let me introduce you to iTwin Design Review. Design Review is a web-based capability that enables you to review your design models with ease. And it's totally open when it comes to source file formats. You can import from Navisworks, from Revit, from Aviva, from SmartPlant, IFC Tekla, any file format, you name it. And once the models are loaded, you can then begin to collaborate with your peers in real time to view project status, identify issues, and start solving your real-world problems. Everything is web-based, So as a user, you log in from your web browser, and any information that you add is updated in the digital twin automatically. The data persists in iTwin, making collaboration simple. We've added real-time chat, issue resolution, clash detection, save views and markups. We've optimized the user experience for communicating about problems that need to be resolved. In addition to identifying clashes and design issues, you can also perform automatic data quality checks. And these data checks help you identify inconsistent data structures and naming conventions, which will help you keep your project well managed and enables data analytics. And as Peter Drucker states, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Having structured data is what feeds iTwin Design Insights. It's here where you can identify your key performance indicators such as costs, schedule, material, risk factors, and carbon footprint. When design is updated, changes can be visualized from a comparison dashboard. Here you can see trend lines and make informed decisions based on the data. In addition to these out-of-the-box reports, we've seen increased use of Microsoft Power BI by our users. And in response to that, we've created data connectors so the digital twin data can flow to Power BI and integrate with enterprise BI reports. We're also excited to announce that iTwin Design Review is now fully integrated with Microsoft Teams. And the use of Teams has accelerated dramatically in the last few months. And this integration brings iTwin functionality directly into the Teams user experience. So now, with a few clicks, you can add an iTwins tab, making it easier than ever to access digital twin models. This opens up digital twins to the non-technical users beyond engineering, helping them correlate and make sense of the complex data through an interactive visual medium. We've seen the power of iTwin, a web service that enables teams to optimize their collaboration. So now let's look at how our users are using the same technology to bring their designs to life during the construction phase. To do this effectively, our users love to communicate a great story, a story that explains how the design is going to be built over time, a story that clearly explains all the materials, labor, equipment that are needed to construct a project, both when and where. And our users believe that a great project is not only one delivered on time and on budget, but one that is delivered safely and with minimum risk to their workforce. Today, contractors all over the world are harnessing the power of Synchro 4D to deliver projects on time and budget. Now, with Synchro, design models are rendered according to the construction schedule, creating an intuitive visual medium for understanding, planning, and monitoring a construction project. And Synchro is now iTwin enabled. It provides the same ability to track issues and monitor change as we saw with iTwin Design Review. Users can collaborate from anywhere, including from the field. With a construction digital twin, information can be updated in real time, allowing teams to not only plan construction, but also track the construction progress. The information available in the web is also available from a mobile device, allowing users to update status, log observations, and create daily logs. The information from the field is synchronized with the construction digital twin. To plan a project, our users import design models and then break those models down into smaller sections based on how they want to approach the work. Splitting a design model automatically calculates quantities, making it possible to calculate durations and plan your daily work. The result are detailed visualizations backed up by real schedules and real quantities, all visible and all available via an easy-to-use web interface or as high-quality animated graphics. And now on this front, we're super excited to announce the development of a new graphics pipeline that will take 40 animations from Synchro into LumenRT, where the users can augment their renderings with people, cars, plants, realistic environments, and high-quality materials. And not only that, but the experience takes advantage of real-time rendering. There's no longer a need to wait hours or days to process a rendering, and the quality is absolutely stunning. What if you don't have an engineering model or a construction digital twin? How do you create a digital twin from an existing asset? Now, for this, let's take a look at a bridge inspection as an example. Now, today a bridge inspection requires expensive equipment. It involves high safety risks. It takes significant time and carries a high cost. In most cases, there is no digital history of that bridge. Some of our most advanced users are reimagining inspections through the lens of digital twins. In Minnesota, the engineering firm of Collins is leading an effort to fundamentally change how infrastructure is maintained and managed over time. With their reality drone capture, it's now possible for them to experience the virtual bridge in full detail, as if they were at the actual bridge. The difference, of course, is that they don't need to go hire a machine, they don't need to put on a safety harness or take a car to get there. And they don't need to close the bridge down to perform the inspection. They're looking to do the whole inspection remotely from anywhere. Here, take a look at the amazing level of detail you can see experienced through mixed reality. Now, once the user's in mixed reality, they can observe an issue or defect and mark it up with natural hand gestures. They can take a measurement, and the inspection can then be synchronized back with the digital twin, where the results are visible in the web browser. The full history of issues now time-stamped and logged for future users. So just imagine being able to create digital baselines of all your critical infrastructure, all the bridges, the roads, the buildings, and be able to continuously update, monitor, and respond to conditions as they are recorded from anywhere. And that's not all. Using machine learning, we can now identify common defects automatically. Here, you can see cracks being identified and colored. These can be validated and checked from the browser, your phone, or even the HoloLens. And for Collins engineers, everything persists in their digital twin. The history of the asset, its changing conditions being captured and updated digitally over time. Now we're going to shift focus to operating assets and talk about how users from leading organizations in the plant industry are benefiting from digital twins. And for that, I'd like to introduce you to Mehreen from our plant site team. Hi Mehreen, and welcome to the Digital Twin Showcase.
Hi Greg, great to be here. I'm looking forward to share some of the latest capabilities that our users are excited about. Digital transformation is an important strategy for industries and provides them unparalleled opportunities as they navigate dynamic market impacts. The vast majority of revenue, especially for extractive and manufacturing industry, is earned from brownfield assets that have been in operation for more than 20 years, and many for much longer. When we talk to these organizations about their digital maturity, many are struggling to bridge the gap between what was originally designed and the reality of what is actually in the plant. Our users, both EPCs and owners, tell us that one of the reasons they selected PlantSight is because they could start their digital transformation journey at any phase of the asset life cycle. Building an actionable and sustainable digital twin of a complex industrial system is easy with the help of PlantSight's cloud-based portal. With PlantSight, you can leverage all of your existing engineering data and asset management systems and aggregate them into a digital twin. Even if you don't have an existing 3D CAD model, you can create an intelligent 3D reality mesh from laser scans and 2D images. Combine the reality mesh with digital engineering models and get a single visual representation of the data. A process and instrumentation drawing, P&ID, is an important document. It is a blueprint of every process and power plant and comes in a variety of quality, symbol palettes, and overall complexity. Access to an up-to-date P&ID ensures safety of personnel and assists engineers in understanding the plant's operations. These documents, typically stored in vaults, require workers to physically retrieve them. This is not only time-consuming, but also makes tracking changes difficult and error-prone. To solve this, alongside our reality data solutions, we have developed powerful AI and machine learning tools to extract meaning and understanding from these analog documents. While many companies are currently spending days having humans painstakingly recreate each raw document in a design application to make them intelligent, our approach here completes this task in mere minutes. This revolutionary patented technology makes the benefits of a digital twin immediately accessible to existing plants and unlocks latent value for our users. By integrating this output with PlantSight and AssetWise, we provide owners and operators a solution to efficiently realize their digital twin, empowering them and their teams to make informed decisions and take corrective action. Digital transformation at its core is about change. An impactful change for operating assets comes from reinventing tradition and reimagining existing workflows. To make this possible, we are working with leading organizations to bring all this information into the immersive HoloLens experience. enabling them to conduct trainings, plan shutdowns, and even undertake inspections off-site in a safe environment. Field staff can now have access to experts and context-sensitive knowledge and insights from the twin as they do their maintenance rounds. Here you can see an engineer in the field accessing P&ID documents and IoT sensor data for an asset directly from its digital twin. Imagine all of the business processes that will combine what is physical and what is virtual beyond location boundaries, working in an immersive digital twin environment that allows you to increase asset performance and reduce risks and operating costs through everyday use of trusted information. Now let's shift gears and take a moment to look at industrial digital twins in the engineering phase. In any project, the cost and risk of an undetected design flaw increases based on where we are in the project's life cycle. Easy and democratized access to up-to-date information is the bedrock of efficient project delivery. Our users, like the one designing this section of a floating production system, are already telling us that PlantSight has improved design collaboration between the traditionally siloed teams. Now all of the stakeholders have the same view of the digital twin, leading to faster and higher quality 3D designs. These models are then being used for handover between engineering and operations, shaving weeks of delivery schedules and bringing higher returns on investment. Issues can be identified in real scale with the HoloLens and verified in the browser. The same data is synchronized between both the environments. Users are already reporting that collaboration with this immersive experience is enabling them to understand their design from a human-centered perspective. With issue management integrated into our desktop, mobile, web, and mixed reality applications, you no longer have to pass files and notes around in emails. All design decisions are electronically captured, ensuring that you not only have a timeline of change for engineering data, but also a complete audit trail of why those changes were made. With our digital twin capabilities, we have taken the suspense out of the design process, ensuring your heart skips a beat only when you see your amazing designs come to life. I really hope what you've seen today excites you and that you're inspired by the larger picture and are as fascinated as I am with the details of building your digital twin.
I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to explore some of the most interesting applications of digital twins and to see for yourself the huge potential this technology has to offer. After all, it's your passion and your vision that drive us to create solutions that enable you to face challenging problems head on. And you can literally start today. You can start from any point in the life cycle and at any scale. And it doesn't require a major rollout or a massive deployment of software to get started. I hope this showcase of digital twins in action has given you a glimpse into some of the exciting technology in use today and what you can achieve with a digital twin.
Thank you to Greg, Sanjeev, and Mehreen. Such an exciting and inspiring time to be working with digital twins. Now, make sure to watch the Accelerate keynotes on the webinar series that are happening next week. And for the developers watching, don't miss the iTwin Developer Conference that's coming up November 4th and 5th. You can find out more about that on itwinjs.org. And one more time today, I'm going to ask you to please take a look at our conference survey. Your feedback is so key, so important, helping us with the planning and decision making so that next year we can take it up a notch. Also, I actually didn't mention this earlier today, but some people have been using hashtag YII2020. So if you haven't done so already today, please share an insight, a thought, a quote, a case study, a partner response you want to give a shout out to. Let's just share experiences online with the world, because not everyone gets to be a part of this, but you're here right now. So hashtag YII2020 is what we're using to share our experiences. Up next, this is an important one. I'm actually going to change my outfit for it because it is the 2020 Year in Infrastructure Awards. And you don't want to miss what is clearly the year's best infrastructure promoted right here on this stage, technically on the screen. So stay tuned. And if you haven't enrolled already, navigate to our homepage and click to join our 2020 YII Awards. Don't miss out. Wear your best. I'm going to go get changed, and I'll see you there. See you soon.